Hello YouTube, it's Barbara Jean. I'm just going to do a little quick video on a couple of things on the book of Revelation. There's two verses. I just want to do a real quick, easy explanation of the Nicolaitans. I want to read Revelations 2:6 and then Revelation 2:15. These are two of the churches. The first one is Ephesus, and the second one is Pergamos, that these two verses come from, the seven letters to the churches. The first one is Revelation 2:6. But this thou hast, that thou hatest the deeds of the Nicolaitans, which I also hate. Then Revelations 2:15. So hast thou also them that hold the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which things I hate. Okay, so this is pretty strong language from the Lord. He hates these deeds. He hates what these people are doing. And so, anyway, while I was thinking about it, and I guess the Lord wanted me to make a real quick video on it, was the Nicolaitans. When I asked the Lord about the Nicolaitans, He brought to my mind Santa Claus. When I went on YouTube to find some videos on the Nicolaitans, guess who came up? Santa Claus. Interesting. So, what I found out about the Nicolaitans was that it was basically a cult of devil worship. It's basically Satan targeting children, basically sexually sexually targeted, especially young boys, and also young children, but mostly boys, and also to basically, it's like, you think about who Santa Claus was, is what the Lord brought to my mind, was that Santa Claus sits at the top of the world judging who's right and who's wrong. So this spirit, this cult spirit, is saying that it knows who is justified and who isn't justified, especially among children. And so we can see this same spirit that has moved into the church. This is what he said. The first church, Ephesus, even though they had a lack of love, they hated the things that Jesus Christ himself hated. And he hated the deeds of the Nicolaitans. And these people who worshipped, well, it was a cult, like I said, it basically targeted children and lorded it over people, and said that they knew who was right and who was wrong in this world. So I think we need to really be careful, and I think that's one of the cults, the things that you find in the Christian church today, or so-called Christian. I'm not going to say they're Christian because they're not, but be careful. You'll know them by their works, those by their fruits. Those people who, even on the internet, you can see that they have this cult-like spirit in them that wants to be worshipped. They want people to worship them by their goodness. They put themselves out there as so holy and righteous, and all they talk about is their good deeds. Oh, I pray 10 hours a day. Oh, I stand on the corner handing out pamphlets 20 hours every 2 days or every 3 days, and you need to do the exact same thing or you're not righteous. I've seen these people on YouTube, but it shocks me. They think that they truly are righteous. They think they are good because they do this, but you never once hear them talk about their relationship with God. You don't hear them say, I learned something. They don't learn anything. They just want you to worship them for their righteousness, and then they're at the top. It's basically, they sit at the top of the world, judging everybody for not being exactly like them or doing what they do, and nobody can ever measure up to their righteousness. And these people are potential cult leaders, and they will eventually implode and also cause others to stumble as well. So just be careful and cautious of them. And I think that's all I'm going to say about that on this video. But if you want to really look at some interesting videos about the Nicolaitans and who they are and what they represent, unfortunately, we like to blame the Catholic Church to be, well, they're the ones who brought this horrible cult into the Christian philosophy. But there's lots of non-Catholic churches, again, loosely churches, that also practice the same things, the same child molestation, religious spirit, that says that they have the right to judge who's right and who's wrong, and they're full of lies and hypocrisies. So just be cautious. I would, I would say that. Anyway, I'm not gonna point fingers because I think we all know who they are. But anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. God bless you, and I will talk to you later.